Oh, my plan for the day? Doing whatever I feel like, I suppose. Same with tomorrow, and the day after that.
I have this little pet. Guess what I named it? Guess what I named it?
Yeah.
I got a little pet that you get from like the new region. Guess what I named it?
Bobby.
Oh, actually I could name it Bobby.
Salma.
Yes.
Wow. I thought about Salma first, but then I was like, nah.
Hey. I really like this region. It's really cool. Pyroculus. This is so cool. This region is so fucking cool. Genuinely sick. You can go up here. I love this new region. Holy fuck, it's cool. Pacal. It's inspired in Latin America. First actual like black person I see on Genshin.
What, really?
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't include like the black people in this game until now.
Because
they have
it's
like
China.
Yeah, true. Racist.
No, but like it's China, so there is like no Chinese.
No,
black
but
people.
like there's like regions in the world. It's not only China. It's like you have China, you have France, you have Japan, you have Russia, you have lots of different places. Actually, yeah, France is the water region. Where the fuck is the? Baby. I'm gonna melt. Stop using your powers. Oh, no way. Oh, it gives you extra stamina. No way. This region is so fucking cool. I'm not gonna like show it. You shouldn't like watch my stream because it's gonna get like it's nice to experience it for the first time yourself. You come. I like the names in this area. Oh. I have a guy whose name is Sad, who just sent me a request. Sadly Khan. Fuck you. I don't know you. I wish I had a controller so I can like play comfortably from bed doing the quests, because it's like not difficult. But like this chair is kind of uncomfortable. I like it when like Paimon is not there to just talk infinitely. Hey Salman, quit running away. Oh, that's so cute.
Okay.
Baby.
Hope you pull off a good fight.
Dancing in the wind.
Oh, there's capybaras that you can kill them. And then you reach it. No.
Come on! Show me your Let's finish this fast. Out of the way or get blown away. Out of the way or get blown away.
Oh my god, I hate the voice acting here. Out of the way or get blown away. Bro. Are you winning, baby?
I got third place last game.
Oh, I can look it up already.
Prepare yourself.
Reveal that. Drop your weapons. You asked for it. Kills be gone. Bye.
Let's finish this next time. I will.
All right, you let's finish this fast.
As you wish, maybe.
Stop right there.
Burn it down.
Just a moment. Let's tally.
Why'd they make us? Why did they make me fight this little guy? Oh, I feel so bad.
Gonna get my period soon.
Hey. Ah, I'm gonna fight your cramps. This city is amazing. Holy fuck.
By royal decree, final warning. Let's rock. Try and stop it. Pyroclastic surge. Incinerate. Something to add to my collection. Light it up. Rev the engines. Phew. Got something you call by you out. Stop right there. Hands right to seat.
Butterfly.
Let's rock. Full throttle. Something to add to my collection. Stop me. Incinerate. Final warning.
Oz revealed. Of course it is.
Full throttle. Rise to the sun.
By royal decree.
Oh, this guy's friendly. Hey baby, are you playing TFT?
Mhm.
Are you playing TFT, baby?
Yeah.
Having fun, baby?
Mm-hmm.
As much fun as you can have playing TFT.
But at the same time, I'm listening to this guy being so stupid and it's making me angry. He's like, how did you get created? And he's like, I didn't get created. My parents had sex. And he's like, but how did the how did that liquid turn into a baby? And he's like, well, according to biology, this and this. And he's like, no, you're not, you don't believe what you're saying. You don't believe what you're saying, you're just saying it. What?
That's such a
It's
crazy,
like the
by the way, that's such a crazy projection. Like, the I don't believe what you're saying. That's such an insane projection because they know deep down they don't believe anything they say themselves.
Something to add to my collection.
You're saying like this God that only exists in your brain.
Schizophrenia. True.
Because the thing is, they were talking about how like God has hands, God gets angry, gets happy, gets disappointed, which are all like human emotions. He has like a face, a hand, a leg.
He has two right hands, right?
Hmm?
He has two right hands, right?
I'm not sure. But like the thing is, there is this thing
know
I
more than
never
you,
heard
Selma.
before. Apparently the prophet saw God. Like he saw God in the form of a man, and he told them like, well, do you know more than your prophets? Because people get like ashamed when you tell them that the God looks like a human, because they say that God doesn't look like a human or something. This is was my idea as well, but according to Islam, it looks like a human. I hate when people only speak with like poems. I don't know how to say it.
Like in prose?
Yeah. Instead of like saying real stuff, they just keep talking like
It's a
feelings and whatever.
It's a form of obfuscation. You know what obfuscation is? It's like when you bring up
No.
like obfuscation is when you try to purposefully derail the conversation. So it's like, for instance, me right now, like for instance, like Jordan Peterson obfuscates a lot, and people think he's very deep. Well, he's just like trying to change the topic. So it's like if you're like, oh, what did you have for breakfast today? And like then somebody was like obfuscating is like, what do you mean by me? What do you mean by have? Are you assuming that I woke up this morning? Oh, what do you think I woke up this morning? That's obfuscation, where you're like,
I wish you didn't wake up.
that would be a good answer.
Stop right there.
Hell's be gone.
Light up the blazing sun.
They actually cannot like live without a god. Because he asked them, okay, let's say that Allah doesn't exist, then where is the God? And he's like, you will look for him. I don't know.
By royal decree. Closing in.
نعم جاية.
Drop your weapons. Hands right, see ya.
Shadow Raven. Let
No.
Final warning.
Let them fly. Odds for being dancing in the wind.
Are you gonna eat, baby?
Yes.
Closing in.
Try and stop it.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. You see this bridge below this Natlan underground here. Just teleport to this
This is a reconstructed image of a young man who had no name. His identity, a mystery that police believed impossible to solve. That was, until 20 years
No fucking way, man. I just fucking drowned like a dumbass. I just drowned someone so bad. Wait, why can't I? Once I get out of the water.
You're bad, Boogie.
Stop being cute while playing with me. It's not fair. Did you eat, baby?
What? My mom made a cake.
Oh, God, it's so lucky. Like literally, like imagine like randomly your mom just makes cake. That's like.
It's like a Minecraft.
I have no idea. Shut up.
Wow,
You're
okay,
lucky.
I'll shut up. I'll never talk again.
I want your beautiful voice.
You don't even care.
I'm happy and I'm jealous. I mean, that's like one of the good things of like living with your parents. That randomly you're like, oh yeah, my mom made cake. You're gonna miss that when you go. Cause like when I went to my mom,
If I go. I'm probably not going anywhere.
Promise you.
Honey.
Nani?
Poopy.
I'm gonna explode.
Oh, I not cringe. I feel like I'm cringe.
No, I'm literally like, I could explode. You're so cute.
I want ice cream.
You want me to get it for you? Can we order it this time? You should go to the store and buy
Yeah.
ice cream. I'll get you the money.
But
You never go to the store. Ordering is like 10 times more expensive. What does it cost? Like one ice cream? It's like €1. Not even.
2.
I mean, depends which one you get. But yeah. You want Magnum?
Wait. Ambassador, one random, one cost champion is a really closer. When?
What?
He's saying that like one random, one cost champion is going to upgrade to 4-star, but like when?
In a few rounds. If you have him like level 3, I think, right?
Oh shit,
It's
no,
just
I
the
don't want
anomaly.
this to happen. Because I don't want to like. No, I don't want to win. Okay,
You
but
don't want. Oh, wait, you're going Chemtex?
but I'm losing. I'm losing.
You can go Chem Baron with that omen. With Singed. Oh my god, I just fucking fell down to the Stratus. I didn't mean to do that. No. Wait, can I get a... Hey, what the fuck? This guy followed me. It's hilarious, and I fucking complete. Did not mean to do that. That's actually a funny clip. Can I clip?
Oh shit! Let me finish.
Clip.
No, I keep losing because of the same
Hilarious, and I
thing.
fucking complete.
No, this is unlucky. I didn't have time. I lose again.
Champion is going to upgrade to 4-star, but like when?
I didn't have
And if
time
you're
to
right.
like change.
If you have
Oh.
like level 3, I think, right?
Oh shit!
It's
No,
just
I
been
don't
on
want
the
this to
screen.
happen. Because I don't want to like. No.
It's hilarious, and I fucking complete. What is it? Does this get posted to shorts? That's actually
And the
funny.
one cost champion is
Oh my
going
god,
to
the
up.
quality is so shit. I hope it gets better.
Oh, it's short.
Because I made like a clip.
Oh shit! Let me finish.
You're like complaining in the
No, I
background.
keep losing because of the same
Upgrade
thing.
to
No.
4-star, but like
But-
when?
And a few rounds.
What is the short? What does the
Is it-
short have?
Because it has like a funny thing that happened. Because I was like fighting this guy, and I did like a plunge attack. And...
By the way, remove me.
No, stop. Why?
No, this is unlucky. I didn't have
No,
time.
remove me from the title because I'm not playing with you.
Cares? You're in the call.
I didn't have
accurate.
time to like change.
I'm
Oh.
using your
Also, like,
right?
You're losing
I have-
subs
I have-
because of me.
I have pretty girl privilege.
You're losing subs.
I'm abusing your pretty
Because-
girl privilege, Salma. You don't understand.
But you're losing subs because it's not like.
Who
I don't know.
cares? I don't care. I want to have you. Too short.
And the one cost champion is
Oh my
going
god,
to
the
up.
quality is so shit. I hope it gets better.
Oh, it's short.
Mm-mm. Finally, I found this boss. Yay! I'm gonna use all my resin on yo ass.
I summon. Stop right there. Dancing in the wind.
Both drop! Grab from the sky! Let's ride! Drop your weapons!
Up and away.
Hands right and see 'em! Rise with the sun!
As you wish,
Final warning!
What the fuck?
Let's ride! Rev the engines!
Ready to be swallowed. Let them fly.
Drop your weapons!
Midnight Phantasm.
Justice will prevail!
I don't even know how this boss battle works.
Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge!
Beat his ass with. I should have probably read what she does.
Final warning!
Oz, reveal that.
shit.
Wings of darkness. Drop your weapons.
Oh, I just found out.
Hands right. Hills be gone.
What did you find out, baby?
Let them fly.
Let's ride. Try it, stop.
I found out that there is this content creator, this ex-Muslim creator, like
Yeah.
a girl, that obviously hides her face.
Yeah.
And so basically there is this channel called Codes to Consciousness.
Yeah.
This channel is a woman that like talks always about, brings like people, does interviews on people who survived cults.
Hmm.
It's a really successful channel.
Yeah.
And she talked with many like ex-Muslims recently from from a long time.
Yeah.
And this girl is this is like the first time I find out that her parents disowned her.
Damn.
Not like her family disowned her. Like with the thumbnail. Because it says that consequences of speaking out. This is scary to me actually.
Baby.
Why? And the thing is, what's shocking is like they look normal, like they don't look that strict. They are strict, but they don't look, you know, crazy.
Yeah, they don't look like
Religious.
Salafis, yeah. Yeah, it's probably like it's I mean a cult wants to make it like the standard for the members to have like, oh yeah, you're gonna have like your life destroyed if you leave.
No rest.
Stop right there. Open away.
Let's ride.
Mm. The cake is nice.
Man, what cupcake is that, baby?
It's cake with vanilla.
Vanilla cake. Give me some. I want some of that shit. I want some of that shit. Oh shit, it respawned already, what the fuck? This guy would kill me. Let's see on the interactive map. The interactive map for Genshin is super important. It tells you like where all the stuff is that you need to like farm, like different characters. I need to find the withering. That's insane, like the amount of effort they put into this game. Pretty nuts. No, you have to go to the northern part of the map. There's some boss fights are actually pretty difficult in this game.
Oz, reveal. Hands where I can see 'em. Closing in.
Let's ride. Both ride. Pyroclastic surge. Incinerate.
Wings of darkness. Drop your weapons. Let them fly. Yeah.
Light it up.
Hills be gone.
Justice will prevail.
I'm gonna watch another true crime. Why am I like this?
But then you get like then you get
It's
depressed about
sad.
humanity.
Why do I want to get sad?
Yeah, you literally get
Yeah, and this one is sad.
It's like we have a word for that in Spanish. It's called morbo. It's like when you have something that is wrong, that it's like you're not supposed to like look at it, but it feels like dangerous. Kind of like that.
But this one, I don't even know like why what happened, so I'm like very curious.
Oh my god. Cheverus.
Justice will prevail. Up and away. Yeah.
Burn it down.
Ills be gone.
Light of the blazing sun.
By royal decree. Shadow Raven.
Let's ride. Full throttle.
Odds revealed. Final warning. Closing in.
Which one are you watching right now?
Family. It's like the whole family that was murdered for 5 million
Holy
pound.
shit.
But like I don't even know why is that? Like this is a strange thing. Because the motive is weird. I don't know like why someone would get 5 million for killing a whole family. So that's why I'm watching. But there's like babies.
Was it that hard to be a fucking decent human being?
This is like a whole like puzzle, I swear.
I'm doing a puzzle right now with this game. I swear, like Genshin, the exploration, it's like puzzle simulator. You haven't even experienced like not even like 1%.
Rev the engines. Try and stop me.
It's nice because it can get some of them can actually get pretty complicated.
Drop your weapons. Just the swallow. Let them fly.
I feel like you would actually like it.
Oh my god, I really am craving noodles right now.
I need to go grocery shopping with you, baby.
Yeah.
By royal decree. Up and away.
Yes, you are. Qualified. Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Let's finish this fast.
Here comes another.
Final order. Justice will prevail.
Let's ride.
Wrath from the sky.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Alright, let's finish
Let's
this
do
fast.
this then.
Stop right there.
Not bad.
Yes, you are. Qualified.
Something to add to my collection.
Rev the engines.
My baby. Are you having fun with your horrific crime documentary?
No, no.
Oz, reveal. You went for it. Ills be gone.
Midnight Phantasm.
Let's ride.
Light of the blazing sun.
Rev the engine.
Drop your weapons. Closing in. By royal decree. Hands where I can see 'em.
Light it up. Wrath from the sky.
Shadow Raven. Let. Final warning. Closing in. Stop right there.
Damn.
Oz, reveal thyself. Final warning. By royal decree. Up and away. Stop right there.
Wanted to mass exterminate the entire population of another side, sending a bunch of old birds to a planet seems to be an easy way to do that. However, the old bird entry just gives us even more lore to dig into Lethal Company's world. As it continues, the old bird was historically referred to as the A1 based off the codename it was given by the English military, the A16L31. In 2384, however, the song Old Birds, released as a cult hit by the post-punk project Under Remora. Just 3 years later, in his most famous work of the same name, street artist Land Erie depicted the automatons flying and landing between planets in an arrangement similar to a flock of geese. This is generally considered one of the most iconic and influential images of modern culture and solidified the modern nickname. In 2356, 5 embryons was classified as condemned for purposes of travel or settlement by the boat. Old birds were described by witness accounts as lining the horizon, though to this day they appear inoperative. There's a reasonable risk that many are still in sleep mode, so the planet will likely keep the status. Small Moon was likely used as a testing ground for the old bird's flying and landing capabilities. Okay, so this throws our timeline way into the future. We were talking about 1930s, 1960s, and we now have mention of things that happened in 2384. But we have so much stuff here that there's an English military, whatever that means in the far reaches of space, that gives it the designation. But then we also have a mention that there's a song, Old Birds, made by a post-punk project called Under Remora. So we don't just have militaries and empires, we have art, we have culture developing in space. We don't see any of that because everything we come across is desolate. And also, crucially, we get our second mention of the boat. The thing mentioned all the way back in the Bunker Spider entry. So the Bunker Spider entry made it out to be that when this boat passed the Thistle Nebula, that these bunker spiders grew to the size that they did. But now, hundreds of years later, we see that a planet is condemned for travel or settlement by the boat. This implies that the boat wasn't just a one-time thing, but is either a group or a still existing thing out there in space. However, the Old Bird entry leads us to another secret.
By the way, the more you get into the
well.
game, the farther you get into the game, the harder they make you work for chests. Like, goddamn, like each chest has a puzzle. Oh.
هي انا ماشي باش نكتبوا عليه باقي نكتبش يعني باس ما كتقولش انت كدير هو ماشي واش غير دايما غير عمر انا هادي جاوبتها واش دايما غير عمر اللي هزها ونقولوا كاع الكبير راه مريض راه في برا لا شفت مرة سمعت وحنا وحنا هو منا عايشين معاه وهادي
No, this is sad.
What's going on, baby?
No, this is making me sad.
You did yourself. You did this to yourself, Salma. No, this is. I don't want to help this guy. No, this little. I need to help this little. Oh, I need
شيء
to
مش
really
بس والله
help
خلينا نقرر ومشي دايما ومشي غير مشي عمره دايما كويس عن أولادها مش وخسر كل عزيز باقي صح باقي واقع
Yay!
لأن خطي ما لجأ إذا جاء في الرسول
Goes back to his friend.
أنا جدت يا قلت قبل ما تصور شيء ما تدري أنا هي تقول هي قصدي كل بحق حقها قصد تقول عمر مادية مش سيدة
These are so cute. I swear the new region is so adorable.
Oh my god, because he saw his mom, because basically they disappeared, and the guy who killed them made this excuse, like he made this plan, which actually, like, he did think about it and everything.
Mhm.
And the, so basically, I'm just gonna tell you a short story.
Yeah.
Like, some guy that just left prison,
Yeah.
who was like in prison um, for drugs, like drug dealing.
Mhm.
He would like transport drugs from like dealers to other places. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
And this guy, like, he was in prison and he stayed there for like 18 years or something. And when he was leaving prison, he thought about uh stealing, literally stealing this man's company. There was like this Indian man from India who had a company in the UK, and he was living in the UK for a long time with his wife Nancy. And they had like two babies, one son,
Yeah.
maybe one daughter. Little, all the kids are still very young, very small. And his mom lived with him as well. Not his mom, his wife's mom.
Oh yeah. His
And from the clips, they were like
love.
super happy family, perfect family.
Mhm.
And his wife like wanted him to retire so that they would go back to India.
Uh-huh.
And he was thinking about it. So yeah, this man, what happens is this man, like the criminal, came up with the idea of tricking this guy. So he told him that there are investors who will pay £3 million
Yeah.
for him to sell the company.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'll meet the investors."
Oh
So he
no.
told like his friends, "I will go meet the investors and like we'll see what happens." But what happened, like before, there's another thing that this criminal did. So he goes to this bar and he meets this woman. I don't know like if he chose them before or he just thought about it,
Mhm.
but he goes to this random woman who also happens to have like broke up with her husband and has kids in a private school.
Yeah.
And oh no. Yeah, and this oh yeah, no. This woman, he used to know her before he went to jail. Like 18 years ago.
Mhm.
He used to know her, and he was like obsessed with her for some reason, which she didn't understand. Like he didn't know her for long, but he would like always send her messages and saying he can't stop thinking about her and everything. And then when he went to prison and he got out, he went to like meet her, and at that time she was like without a job. She had like a house still on mortgage, and her kids were in private schools. So she had like, and her husband, like her boyfriend, left her.
Yeah. A lot
So
of
she was in a bad
expenses.
financial
Yeah.
spot. And when this guy called her and said that he has a job for her for like 50K
Yeah.
for 2 weeks, something related to business, like in his company.
Mhm.
So he calls her and goes to her house and was like talking to her and said that he has this job for her, and at that time, like she just said yes.
Mhm.
That's good. And at the same time, when he went out, because she lives in a farm, so when he went outside, he saw he told her that he has an idea for for this part. He can make it look better. I don't
Okay.
know how to say like make the farm look better or like in front of her house. He said that, oh, this is disgusting, the mud and everything. You can have a parking here, parking spot and stuff.
Mhm.
And she was like, sure, maybe sometime. Like she
Yeah.
said, why not? If I can do it someday. And but like this woman is completely annoyed with him from the way she's talking in the interview.
Mhm.
And but yeah, so like remember when I told you the guy, the owner who of the company went to see the investors?
Mhm.
So since he went there, since he talked to his friends and said, I'm going to see the investors, he disappeared. And
Okay.
his whole family disappeared. I don't know how, but like
Holy shit.
everyone,
Ow.
like including the kids and his mom-in-law, his mother-in-law. And what happened is, the guy, the criminal, came back with the signed papers and everything. And he also told his friends and people at the company, the employees. Also, this guy was like really nice, so people loved him in the company and everything. He was known to like give people chances and help them improve or like help them. He actually did the same with this guy because this criminal had just left prison,
Yeah.
and he said that he wanted to give him another chance by employing him,
Holy fucking shit.
but then he ends up killing him. And he told them that him and his whole family, they went back to India because they wanted to go back, like that was the plan after they sell the company. So he told them that they went to India and that yeah, that's it, like they moved there because like his wife wanted to do this, they were planning to do this. And the people, like the employees and everything, they just continued like working because they had a lot of work to do, so they didn't really think about it that much. And they knew that he would call or something,
Yeah.
they thought maybe he was busy.
Mhm.
So after some time, like the the woman's Nancy, her brother,
Yeah.
it's the same as Ahmed with his brothers. He didn't see them for like what, 23 years
Holy shit. Wait, I didn't see his brothers
because
for so that
because of
long.
the visa. Hmm? هكا نهضر على واحد
It's been a long time.
like because of, yeah, and it was really emotional when he saw them leaving again, but now he sees them more. Hmm? And uh so the same thing, I don't know why there is this thing in India, Bangladesh, these countries.
With the visa situation.
Yeah,
Because maybe like entering, but
because
like maybe like
like Ahmed,
leaving.
when he was in Ireland, like his brothers could not come see him. And he also like didn't go to America. I don't know why, but he didn't see them for a long, long time. So same thing with Nancy. Her brother in India didn't like see her for 9 years. And he was planning to like come see them or them like moving eventually back to India. So like he was waiting for her. And her brother used to call her like daily, call her and his mom because his mom lives with them. And yeah, like he used to call her every day. So then he noticed like she wouldn't reply for like 2 days. And that's already, he thought this is impossible
Yeah.
for like my sister to not reply. So then he kept like calling and people told him, "Oh no, they went back to India. I thought they were like in India." And he said, "No, they are not here. They didn't come." And then he's like started like talking to people so that they talk to the police. And what happens is he like the guy
What year is
decided
this?
to go himself to investigate.
What year is this?
I forgot. But yeah, like her brother went to England himself to see
Yeah.
like what's wrong, to like investigate. So when he arrived there, This is what like where I reached in the video, which made me like so sad. Because
Imagine.
when he went to the house, first of all, he notes he like all the toys, everything like is still on the ground. It looks like someone had just left to go grocery shopping and coming back. There is like food on in the fridge, clothes there. It doesn't look at all like someone moving out
Hmm.
because everything is there. And then he sees like and then he was like what made him completely realize that something bad happened to them is that he saw the most precious thing that's for his mom, her prayer book. Her prayer book was still there. And then he was like, impossible. Like, my mom never leaves without the prayer book anywhere. I was like, what the fuck? This guy
Imagine.
literally. Also, by the way, remember how I told you the woman about the woman that he was like annoying? That he gave her like the job opportunity? That woman came back like this is after what I told you happened. She came back to her house and she finds two men digging a big hole and she's like, what the fuck, what are you doing here? Like who are you? And he's like, no, it's just like that guy wanted to surprise you with the renovated like renovated the garden or something
Hmm.
that I told you in the beginning, because he was telling her how he has an idea for her house, he will do this and this, because like he was insinuating like he wanted to be with her. And at the same time, like the only reason she wanted to be with him is because she needed stability. So, and she still like was really mad because she was saying like, this is still my house. It's my property. You can't just come in and start digging, even if it's like something for me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like the plan that he did, is he made it seem like he wanted to renovate for her, but it's like then he can dig and that's where he will bury the people he killed.
Hmm.
Oh my god, this is so fucked. Oh, oh, her poor brother. He was like so excited for her to come back to India and like, oh my god, it's like she was. It's crazy because the woman Nancy was like wanted so bad to go back to India, like she couldn't wait to go back home.
This is legit.
Also, this is
Wait,
crazy. How
what
did
year is
the
this again?
family disappear?
What year is this? Like this seems like impossible. Like how could this ever happen?
I don't know. It doesn't show. Oh.
Look what we have here.
I'm looking at the comments.
So
I won't
never
understand until I watch.
never read comments. You always find like somebody like some crazy people like even
Oh my
making
god,
fun
her
of.
brother like super sad. It's like, how can she? I was thinking, how can she go anywhere without telling me? That's impossible. I was gonna interview the last person who saw him, who is the guy who killed him.
Yeah, probably.
of Embryon. The Old Bird entry is interesting for a couple reasons. For one, shortly after
Honestly,
that
it's
entire
true. Like these
description I read
documentaries
was put
remind me more and more to trust no one, honestly.
Yeah.
But then, like in the end, you're not gonna actually expect someone to do this. Like it's
Yeah,
actually insane.
you have to be like the most cynical person to like expect somebody to be this level of evil.
Something to
put
add to
into
my
the game.
collection.
In an update, part of it was removed. Everything to do with the Anglin Empire or the Bomok Empire was cut out. And not in a way to say it was retconned or perhaps Zeeker's changed his mind. Instead, you can see where the entry starts and then it's suddenly cut off and jumps down to the rest of the description. It's almost as if the company or the terminal is censoring information we weren't supposed to see. And similarly, the planet Embryon that was mentioned at the end as being condemned by the boat is now a location we can travel to. There are 2 secret moons in the game that are not listed in the ship's terminal that you just have to type the name in for the ship to take you to. One of these is Embryon. Similar to the hard level moons, you have to pay to go to Embryon, but out of the paid moons, Embryon is the cheapest, only costing 150 credits to land at. And yeah, you'll never want to go there. Like, I went there one time for footage for this video, and I'm never doing it again. So when you land at Embryon, the entire surface is covered in deactivated old birds. And it is a really long trek to get from your ship to the front door and the fire exit, which is an equal distance away. The interior of Embryon is the same, random spawn chance as any other map, but it is the exterior full of old birds that make it interesting, because as mentioned...
Oh my god. This cutscene. I'm like really right now. I'm in a spot that I'm not supposed to be in, like this early into the game. But I need to like. Can you look at my stream real quick? On YouTube.
Okay,
Look real quick on YouTube.
send me the link.
This is. Oh shit. Wait, it's YouTube creator. Just go here.
Okay, I'm looking.
Are you looking? Okay, let me get through. Don't look through this because maybe like spoilers. Just look away for a second. This is the cute pet that you get. Really adorable. City buried in ash.
Wow, you call him Salma. So you're saying I'm a dog?
You're not a dog, you're a cute dragon.
Hehe.
The rewards of
Look,
adventure
this is
were
where I am right now. Here, I'm like all the way here. I went all the way from here, 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 all the way here, all the way here, here, all the way 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 here. You're like somewhere around here right now.
I went to UN something.
This is how much I explored.
What the hell? It was,
I mean, to be fair,
and I felt like I was doing a lot, but I wasn't, I guess.
I'm going to like this towers. I just like discover, but obviously I haven't like explored anything around here. This is like, look, I have like, I have 16% exploration, 17%, 14, 10%, 7%, 2%, 1%, 16%, 7%, 8%. I have to do like, I explored like a 1%
How do you
amount.
know if you
Just-
did one or two? Or...
You have it right here. Like, you see like, do you see exploration progress? You see like 8%. There's like still places. I haven't gone here yet. This whole area over here. I haven't gone here. This is like another like a whole new region. This game is I really like this game. Anyways, I keep listening to the
Earlier,
podcast
as the day goes on, it is more and more likely for
ADHD
Wow,
old
what
mode.
birds to be
podcast are
activated.
you
Because there are
listening
so
to?
many on the
Listen to this.
surface, what effectively happens every time you try to
Let me
leave the
guess, Game of
facility
Thrones.
is it turns
No, not this time, baby.
Lethal Company.
Yeah, you know Lethal Company, right? It's talking
Yeah.
about the lore. Why is it cold? I need you to warm me up some. Baby.
Rev the engines.
turns into a match of Helldivers, only you don't have a gun and are far more vulnerable. It is chaos, it is a nightmare, it is a challenge map, if there ever was one. However, in the info for this moon, we get some interesting history when it says, Embryon was discovered in just the last century. It appears to have been used as a testing ground for old birds long before it was officially discovered. As a result of this danger, its status has been marked as condemned. There are theories that a diverse geothermal ecosystem may be thriving within the vast cave network under Embryon's surface. So that raises some interesting points. As mentioned in the bestiary entry, it seems that Embryon was kind of a testing facility or a holding site for old birds. But now it's saying that it was discovered and seems to be prior to the discovery
Oh
of
my
place old
God.
birds percent.
This
So
guy was like
why is
pretending,
that the case?
making a whole,
Like, does that mean there's
was like pretending or making a story up, like he was acting and everything with his other associates or friends. Like the guy that he killed was actually running away
That's
from the police. He was like making him into a criminal, and that's why he disappeared. Oh my God.
imagine like not only killing.
This is why they said that like the police did not like find out early, because he was like basically uh, giving them a lot of different like these stories to see that they were like following, the police was following.
Fucking the police is so fucking useless, man. I swear. I mean, they too. Sometimes they do a good job, but god damn, it's like in these documentaries you like see highlighted. It's like in the oh my god, I forgot. I don't know why I remember. Fuck, this documentary and like this poor guy, like his friend. Like the documentary we watched, Don't Fuck with Cats. Like when his friend was like, "Oh yeah, like it's so sad, like how people will now remember him," because like
Also, this woman is stupid. Like obviously if he told her, when he told her like the criminal told the woman, if they ask you about the digging in your land, don't tell them it was me. Like isn't that very suspicious?
you know. You would be surprised how much your brain will have you lie to yourself for like to make yourself feel better. It's an unfortunate
Okay,
reality.
she did tell them this woman is not stupid.
Okay, okay. Fix that. I'll be right back, baby. Here, here. I'm back, baby. Are you still watching your horrible documentary?
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Information of moons and planets that have been lost to history? Does that mean whatever empire that was building here has either ceased to exist or weren't able to pass on the information that the moon even exists? How did a race, if it is the Bomok Empire or what have you, how did a group that powerful suddenly just vanish? And for further proof of this, look at the other secret moon hidden in the game. Do you remember all the way back when I was describing the moons and I talked about Adamant, how there is a cabin underneath the bridge that contains the spray paint that says 68 Art? This is the only hint we get to the other secret planet in the game, Artifice. Artifice cost 1,500 credits to land on, double what the second highest moon Titan costs. And Artifice, like Embryon, is incredibly difficult and only recommended for high-level players. Sure, there's a lot of loot you can get a hold of, but it is rarely worth it. However, as soon as you start to explore Artifice, it looks to be a sort of abandoned military facility. There are several abandoned warehouses out front that look like aircraft hangars or a medical bay. And again, due to the very high number of old birds, this seems to be a military outpost for whatever created these old birds. Or alternatively, a target that the old birds have since wiped out and they are now simply dormant. In the history of Artifice, it says, weapons and classified technology has been found at various sites on the surface dating back at least 200 years. So again, more references to this lost war, several hundred years old, and as it seems, wiped out a lot of our information of the empires that were a part of it. Artifice is equally a nightmare. You've got to deal with Earth Leviathans and old birds left and right. On the bright side, the Earth Leviathans can eat the old birds, but you have to be real careful about how you time it. As mentioned earlier, not for the faint of heart. But once again, the question is raised, how did militaries and empires that have this much infrastructure just disappear? Why are we now, hundreds of years later, going to their remains to collect junk? Sure, you have weapons, things like coil heads or old birds that you could see wiping out a population effectively, but ideally, the other side of this space-faring group of people would have weapons they could counter with, but they seem to be gone as well. What happened to all of the people, the empires, and the groups that existed around this region? How did everyone disappear? Well, it's here that I want to propose a theory, and it's also the reason that I have left a couple of very common entities you'll run into in the game out of the story up until this point. So let's rewind a little bit and talk about one of the earliest enemies you will come across as you play Lethal Company, the Bracken. The Bracken is one of the most terrifying things you're going to run into in the early game. The Bracken works by targeting certain players and stalking them from the shadows, never attempting to get into your line of sight. If the Bracken is not disturbed, it will slowly creep its way up to lone players before it puts their hands in front of their face, snaps their necks, dragging their body back to its lair. Facility interiors have a chance to spawn a backrooms area, or effectively one room that looks like the inside of an office space. It seems that Zeekerss just likes online horror culture with inclusions of things like SCP creatures like SCP-35 in the game. So it seems that having a backrooms room that can randomly spawn in a facility is just a sort of Easter egg. However, a lot of players will take to calling these rooms Bracken rooms because there is an urban legend in the community that if a backrooms interior spawns, that means a Bracken has also spawned somewhere on the map.
Wow,
And
obviously he escaped.
Oh my god. Oh no, I fucking locked myself into this place. Are you okay, Samba?
More specifically, this
It doesn't
Bracken
appear in
room
the game.
is its sort of nest.
So
Now that doesn't seem to be true, it just seems to be an urban
I'm not
legend, but for one,
okay.
it goes to
My
show how
baby.
interesting Lethal Company is, because there are entire urban legends about how certain AI models in the game even work. Regardless, Brackens will stalk players and can only be diverted if they're looked at. Sometimes if you quickly turn around, you'll catch a Bracken that was previously sneaking up on you. If you do see a Bracken, you have to glance at it to make it go away. But if you
Okay,
stare
one
at
guy,
it, it'll get
actually
aggressive,
one
drop
of the
roost, and
criminals,
just
was feeling guilty and he confessed.
Oh my god. Man, I actually, like, I kind of respect that. Obviously, like, fuck this guy, but at the same time, like, imagine having to, like, confess to doing, like, a horrible fucking terrible thing. But also the babies, the kids. Kids, bro. What the fuck? I can't waste my 2 minutes. Go back to the real world. Been like stuck on this area for the last hour and a half. Actually, it's been like an hour, but still.
Charge you and kill you. Again, it can be killed, but it takes a lot of finesse. Or, you know, stun grenades. When the Bracken is
Oh
killed,
my
it
god,
will
3
curl up into a
babies.
ball and then quickly
3 babies
dissolve.
killed?
The Bracken
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh my god, I feel so bad for her brother. He saw like
Burn it down.
Feel bad for the family.
oh my god. They found like his sister's body in the water, like in the sea. And they told him like you don't have to see her. We like she's no like before he saw her, they told him she's very decomposed. Like, are you sure? And he said to me, "That's my baby sister." Kill me, please.
This is
This
why
is
we
making me
should.
want to cry.
This is why we should allow public executions for some people.
Oh, this poor guy. He said, he's saying like to me, she was still alive and I was talking to her.
Bracken creates these terrifying scenarios where your whole
This is
group
like
can
the
be
most
walking in one
traumatizing
direction,
thing ever.
and then you just hear a quick snap of one of the player's necks. That player goes
He
silent,
had
and
to
everyone
say
turns around
goodbye
to see a
though.
Bracken quickly make
She's
its
so
way around the corner
beautiful.
while holding their friend's body. However, the reason I have Bracken snap of
Try and stop me.
Maybe this is like torture. Don't stop watching these things. God. This is why I read about Game of Thrones. It does like fucked up things, but now it's always like fake.
I don't know why I'm torturing myself.
make its way around the corner while holding their friend's body. However, the reason I have held off talking about the Bracken up until this point is because of its implication. There are certainly creatures within the game that are humanoid to some degree, but they can be explained. Things like the coil head are just a mannequin or a device shaped to look like a person, maybe to be mistaken by one for a distance, but fails on closer inspection. Things like the butler are certainly made of human skin, but that's not actually human, it's a bag of wasps that look like a human and are also really
This
cool.
is
And then you have
in
things like the ghost girl that
2005.
are human, but clearly
So there was like internet. How the fuck did they get away with this for like so long? Wait, it wasn't that. Wait, was like it wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that long, like maybe 2 months,
It was like a super stupid plan as well.
3 months or something. Oh, no, actually 5 months.
Yeah. Fucking dumb, retarded people. Holy shit. It's always like the most violent people are the most stupid.
a dead and supernatural version of a human. But the Brackens are an animal that can be seen and killed, that look quite explicitly like a person. In the bestiary entry, it says, it is a bipedal vertebrate with skin the color and texture of a red beak. The name is coined for what appear to be leaves protruding from its upper spine. The purpose of these is believed to be for intimidation. However, not much is
It's
known
just
about
like
the species of
her
Bracken
brother that
behavior.
made me cry.
Score! Let's see what's inside.
Rev the engine.
due to its elusiveness and low population. So not a lot's known about it, but it kind of looks like a person and exists in places where people definitely used to be. So hold that thought as we talk about the last entity you'll run into in the game, at least at the time of recording, Forest Keeper. The Forest Keeper is called the Forest Keeper because it most often spawns in forests. Only brave comments on the Wendigoon channel. From a distance, if standing still, the Forest Keeper can almost be confused for a kind of tree. This kind of thing can happen a lot actually, considering they spawn on forest maps and typically only late at night when your visibility is lowered. Forest Keepers are more commonly recognized by the sound they make. They are giant 30-foot tall creatures that stomp the ground loudly as they walk through the woods. Forest Keepers are deaf, so any amount of noise will not alert them, but if they see you, they will stop, stare for a moment, before they quickly make their way over to you. If a Forest Keeper catches you, it will pick you up, put you into its mouth, and chomp you to pieces. It is a giant thing in the woods that eats people. What is more fun than that? This creates some horrifying scenarios where an entire group of people can be running from a Forest Keeper, and as everyone jumps into the ship, the last guy gets picked out of the door before you see blood rain down from where that person once was. You can technically kill them if you stun them and hit them enough. I think it takes like 30 shovel hits to put one down, so good luck with that. The most effective way to kill them is to use the aforementioned company cruiser and just run it into them, which is risky as the Forest Keeper, if you are still for too long, can just pick you out of the cockpit of the company cruiser and eat you. If you're in the woods and you see a Forest Keeper, the best thing to do is to break line of sight by going behind trees or hills as you make your way to the ship or facility entrance. The bestiary for the Forest Keeper shares some interesting insight. For one, it says their bodies bear markings on their front and back which mimic eyes. This trait is more helpful in their youth as they are not agile. Their skin is a unique, dense material which hardens further throughout their lives. The large spikes and bumps across their bodies form as a result of aging. So effectively, you have this giant thing that has these fake eyes on its body, even though it does have a good line of sight. And its skin is effectively wood, forming off into these branches and spikes. But then after that, we get a really interesting note where it says, it's been said Forest Keepers exhibit a curious behavior similar to that of a human child the age of 5 or 6. They will eat anything they find fascinating. Forest Keepers don't actually need to put anything into their mouths, and it's theorized their main source of energy is a process similar to photosynthesis. For one, that almost makes them more terrifying. They don't actually need to eat you, they just do it because they find it interesting. And the whole photosynthesis idea further points to the idea that they're effectively a sort of living tree. A tree, however, that looks very human. However, the most living tree. A tree, however, that looks very human. However, the most fascinating lore implication about the Forest Keeper, to me, comes at the very start of its bestiary entry, where it says, they're believed to share a common ancestor with Rapix folium. Rapix folium is the scientific name of the bracken, as mentioned in its bestiary entry. So that makes some sense if you think about it, right? Because the bracken is described as a creature that effectively has these like brambles growing out of its back. It's very plant-like in that regard. And the Forest Keeper is effectively a giant living tree, right? However, another thing that these two have in common is that they are both the most humanoid monsters we come across in the game. Sure, there's some creatures that have some humanoid aspects, like you could say, oh, well, the Thumper has arms, but that one's already been clarified as like an evolved shark. Both the Bracken and Forest Keeper stand upright like a man and have arms and legs. And while there's certainly speciation to their environments, the Bracken grows inside of these dark type facilities, so it becomes accustomed to the dark and grows more like a weed. And the Forest Keeper is outside. It is with the trees, so it grows wood and branches, most like a tree. But yet they still have features of a man, and it says they share a common ancestor, so what could that mean? Now, this is all theory, none of this is confirmed by the game, so bear with me. We know that humanity has existed for at the least a couple thousand years among the stars, long enough to have wars and then the impacts and fallout from wars. But regardless of all of that, all of these worlds seem empty. And we already have mention with things like the bunker spider that creatures in the Thistle Nebula evolve at a very rapid rate. And with creatures like the spore lizard, we see these symbiosis arrangements where one species gets with another species and create a new thing. Just like how the spore lizard was a sort of alligator, but now the spore on its tail has turned it into a whole new creature. There was a cut creature from the game known as the Kidnapper Fox, which I won't get into now because it's cut content, so don't know how I feel about bringing up all of its lore stuff. But the design behind the Kidnapper Fox was that it growed in something called a vein shroud, and the shroud was its own unique plant, and the Kidnapper Fox had adapted to appear like that kind of plant, at least from a distance, and made their home inside of vein shrouds. So again, we have different kind of species kind of melding together to be one in this environment. And sure, while there's certainly enough technology and weapons of war to wipe out entire populations, that still doesn't explain why everyone's gone. Because even if one side completely wiped out the other, well, that side should be there, right? They supposedly conquested the land, they should be there to take it, but they're not. What if, just like how sharks, spiders, centipedes, leeches, everything else evolved to cataclysmic proportions over just a few thousand years, what if people did too? What if something in the air or the radiation from the area caused the people who colonized these planets to become something monstrous? Those who were trapped inside of these now unpowered facilities adapted over the years to become these brackens, these dark creatures that have grown to the veins and the vines around them and become these things that now hunt people who visit the facility. What if people that were stuck outside became a part of the wildlife around them in the trees and developed skin much like a tree and are now these giant hulking creatures that roam through the woods, picking up out of curiosity and putting into their mouth anything that comes in their way? What if it was not only the monsters people ran into that resulted in their demise, but people became the monsters themselves? Now, that's not to say all human life throughout the entire galaxy is gone, just gone here on the moons that we're exploring. I mean, maybe that in itself was a weapon of war. Maybe one side, in a desperate attempt to win or to destroy the enemy, put out some kind of biological agent or accelerated evolution past what people could withstand. It could have been an attack, it could have just been a result of the environment around them, but either way, I think that the Bracken Forest Keeper is proof that we do run into the humans that used to live here, not
Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
only in the skin of the butler or the apparition of the ghost girl, but in what people have now become. So that raises the question, why are we doing any of this, right? Like, we are hired by a company to go to these planets that, for all intents and purposes, should be nuked from orbit. If anyone who's living there becomes a monster, and all the stuff that exists on there are monsters,
God.
and the
They're really...
Patri,
Hey, baby. Hey,
they found
Salma. No. No. What did they find?
no,
Oh,
like even still with everything, they didn't have actual evidence.
this palace floats in
Even though like they
Hired
found
by them
everything
gather the
and
funds necessary to
he
build
was
it.
the
At
biggest
first,
suspect.
it was
But
one
at the end,
day.
they didn't have
I
enough
believed the
evidence to
Alchemy
prove
from
that,
outside as
like
such.
it was Regan who did everything.
And I finally got wind of
So then they went and they found something that
everyone
like
at
they
once.
ignored in the beginning,
At the Guage
which was the socks of the victim.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust
Because like the examiner said that like the socks are not something that's the forensics give much like attention to. It's like the last thing that they care about.
You can see
But then they saw the socks and they found that the victim had put like in his sock letters from Regan's house
No
in
way.
his socks because he knew that he would like die and he wanted like evidence to be left.
Oh. Holy shit.
Oh.
This is like such a fucked up story. Holy fuck.
This is like, I can't believe like the audacity of doing all this. Like doing all this to take something that's not even yours.
Wowee!
You know, because like none of that is his.
Paimon's never seen such a fancy place.
You'd be surprised how incredibly
It's like
affordable.
stealing something that's not yours, and on top of it, like doing all this.
I have invited you
Crazy.
to here as friend.
This makes me so mad, actually.
Why, you've kept your.
That's because even the
For
stone.
being.
Because that wall record, but the secrets, if possible. But if you were to choose.
I'm
I
sorry.
originally thought her a bit, but
Why?
after she said those words, well,
Because
I won't deny that.
bad
Indeed.
energy.
It seems that
Give
you
me a
understood.
kiss.
I called for the
I
gag
love you
order,
so
and
much.
With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have
I love you
busied
so,
themselves
so
with
much,
Mm.
many
baby.
clandestine